let's move along to the motors that go with these pumps. And we'll start with the compressed air motor. I was holding this up a little bit earlier. Air motors are inherently variable speed as well as explosion proof. They're intrinsically safe. They come with a grounding lug, the mufflers included, the fitting for the airline is also included in the price. Now the bigger brother of the 416-1 I was just holding is the 416 with the handle and the trigger. And this trigger can be locked on by pushing that button and released just by hitting the trigger again. Also, you can throttle the flow with the trigger. Okay, so like the Combi Flux, we can sell a customer multiple tubes with one motor that quickly attaches and detaches. Okay, let's look at our electric motor lineup, and we start with our FEM 4070. FEM stands for Flux Electric Motor. It's variable speed. These motors are built to be utilized in very corrosive environments. There's fumes and so on. That this motor has to be protected in the switch area, in the windings area. We have lacquer coated windings. The bearings inside are protected from corrosion as well. Now this is a great motor. It's our #1 seller, but it has limitations on horsepower. So when we get into a scenario where we have high specific gravity, high discharge pressure, or some viscosity, we may want to step up to the 457, which is our most powerful motor. And I'll hold that up right here so you can see a little bit. It's a little bit bigger. And this also can come in a variable speed version. Protected just like from corrosion, and all of these motors that we offer are available for virtually any country on the planet. So we have 50 hertz as well as 60 hertz, 230 volt variable speed options. Now both of these that I showed you are non-metallic, and from here we go to the 458, which the rest of the motors are all metal, aluminum housing with powder coated paint. We've seen these come back to replace brushes, let's say, after 8 or 10 years of service, and there's no external corrosion on these motors, so they really hold up. But this is a beast in terms of extra protection. It's a TEFC motor. It also comes in a 12 volt, 24 volt, variable speed, different possibilities for it. But the next motor is the 460, and it's the same exterior. It's explosion proof and UL approved in certain models. It's just silver in color, but it's the same lineup in terms of 12, 24 volt options, variable speed, 50, 60 hertz, you name it. All in all, we have over 300 motors that can be used for the various pumps that we sell. Now, all of the motors I've shown you so far are what I call brush motors. The brushes are a wearing part. They last between 500 and 1,000 hours. So to put that in perspective, if we could empty one 55-gallon drum in a minute, that's 30,000 drums in 500 hours. So it's really the right motor, the right type of motor. But occasionally somebody will want to put one of our units into 24/7 service or continuous duty, in which case 500 hours is up in 3 weeks. So that would be a nuisance to be replacing brushes that frequent. So we have some other options, and the one I'm holding here is the Brushless Motors. It stands for it's the FBM 4000, Flux Brushless Motor. And this is a great motor because in addition it's variable speed and explosion proof. And it's available in a 230 volt single phase option. So keep this in mind for continuous duty. In addition, we have a 3-phase motor. We call it a gear motor. Now, generally gear motors gear down in speed. We need to run 10,000 RPM with our gear motor to match the performance of our other motors. So we're actually taking a 3450 RPM motor and gearing up to 10,000 RPM.